Right, let's dive into Dogma again. Last time I've returned to the capital. And rested at an inn after a long and hard journey around the... what was it? Southwest of the city. New lands. I found many new roads to follow. Many new pathways to explore. Unsuccessfully for a dragon. Unsuccessfully for a griffin yet again.
Could be of import.
But hopefully soon I'm gonna kill one. Bunch of flowers. Feels like a... is it a... maybe it's a quest item? Ah. When offered as a gift, it deepens the bond between giver and the receiver. Interesting. What is my level? Was it 20? 22. And I'm heavy. I should sell some shit. I could resummon different pawns of higher level. What do we have? Monster cooling. I can report back to Brand. We have to talk about him too. Basically everything revolves about Captain Brand right now. Let me think. Should probably sell some gear. Or look into upgrades if I can. Maybe for my pawn.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Are you in the market for something in particular?
Enhance equipment. Jesse. I can improve the gear. What about me? Monster Fang. Huh.
Always a pleasure.
Apart from my joints, I've not...
I overheard some
What?
of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing
That's
a
a different
curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is probably known. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my...
I'm gonna resummon them
Ready to tackle today's adventures,
if they
Arisen?
leveled.
I'm full of vim myself. I'm grateful to have served you for so...
Level 35 now, holy shit. Level 30. Wow. I can't summon a pawn that is higher level than me? I guess. Argenta. I didn't want to show the profile. Michonne Kiroki.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my... possession.
Should you wish to pick your
Oh
foes off
my
from afar,
God.
you need look no further than
This
an
fella
archer,
has seen
such
better
as
days.
I.
Should you wish to pick your foes off from afar, you need look no further than an art.
Are you certain you're happy to have me along?
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
Rank 8. Masculine. High as hell.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it you...
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
Should probably add another filter. Ah, you can't chase, you can't choose specialized skill.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid.
Well, I guess
I shall be proud to
let's
serve
get
you,
Mistra.
Arisen. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Rank 8 mage. Kind-hearted, no quests.
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
A
Mage in
well-organized
plate?
pack is my specialty. I'll see to it.
I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honored to serve.
Receive golden trove beetle. Wait. Ah, he rewards for receiving a gold beetle.
Please dispense with the formalities. They...
Right, let's go, Fern. The party is set. Now that you're with us, Fern, can you please carry some of our belongings? We desperately need a mule.
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat.
There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find.
Let's talk to the fella. It was in the wrong place. Wait.
Oh, good to see everyone in such fine spirits.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure. Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Let's chit chat.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. As a true Arisen, you've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
And with that, our
Expeditioner cloak. What is that? Oh, it's one of the guards. Yeah, you gain a little bit resistance, but you lose. You gain strike / resistance. +1. I'm gonna probably... I'm good with this one.
task is done.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen... Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for your Majesty's assistance.
So the agent was of Batal.
There is much we ought to tend to. Do not forget that we work to serve it. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, as it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom.
Actually, yeah, true. I should visit him.
Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
That was certainly worthwhile. A laudable result. Just what I would...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain unseen, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Disa's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the
I have the
part and join
dress.
in the other revelers.
Already.
Bring you meetings and adventure in the
I've got the shiny ears.
I could go to the chambers actually during the night. Do this quickly.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the former. You know
On the
where
other
to
hand,
find
for that
me.
I don't probably need the garbs for royal, so we can just go like this.
Well met, son. How might I... be of service?
Always another errand to see to.
Interested in my wares?
Well met, sir.
Ingredients are... plentiful. Well, hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Do you know how long you'll be?
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Will it be the same entrance? Or something different? Probably from the same entrance.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with everything. There are times when no one stands and watches there.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say.
Wait, they don't.
I'm not sure who gave the orders, but...
Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. It's not as if we let thieves wander around the palace, eh? As it should be.
There's no concern of mine. I'll hear no more of this tittle-tattle, thank you. Pray focus on the task at hand.
I'd sooner stay out of that. Very
The fuck? Oh. I have no idea where to go. I suppose second floor.
peace, reigned eternal. What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if
So full of himself.
tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return.
Ah, hidden door. Look at that. Batalic rested letter.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Ah, it's locked now.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oh my.
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered.
Why did you help me?
I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
Oh.
Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
This is the card for the bordel. She's the, I suppose she's the woman in charge. Grants the better entry to the Bordelier or bordelry. I can't, man. I can't read it.
Almost nodded off for a moment there.
Got to keep moving.
Suppose I can always run.
You shan't be allowed to attend the masquerade in that garb, sir.
Would that all my days, all honest coin is made while the sun is high.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
I did. Wait, maybe he's still at the tavern. I can immediately speak to him.
Bunch of sluggards.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Lots to do.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and his neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv?
Oh, now I have to go there.
Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray.
Well, I can use the card.
Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phases.
Ring of Accrual.
Now there's an
Ah, more weight.
and to remember.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back anytime.
Wait, he said to me to go to Mal. He didn't give me the quest?
As a reward, you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Feast of Deception. Let's travel to Melf of Oxcart. Or maybe it will happen after this quest. You know what? Let's do it now. Let's do the coronation.
Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite a tale to tell. Much obliged.
There's a ladder here. Oh, excellent find.
Greetings. Faring well, I hope.
I will look like a proper royal fella.
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well.
I see. No, we're not gonna do that.
When your preparations are complete. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve.
Okay. I guess we're gonna do it after everything we would do regarding the town. That sounded like an ogre.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospital. Much obliged. Welcome. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. You know where to find me.
Let's go visit our friend, the magistrate at the library.
This isn't much to go on. This is my favorite place in all the town. All the best tales come from travelers at the inn.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
I haven't completed his quest
This
yet,
place
but
still has its secrets.
let's see if
Surely it isn't
he has
your
anything
intention
else to
leave
say.
them undiscovered, Master.
Indeed. Let us know if we can be of assistance, Arisen.
My spectacles are in your...
Ah, so I guess until we give him the spectacles, nothing will happen.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
Ah,
Might be a
I'll
quest.
take that.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the road, would you? I know
I just know
it
the
is
guy.
perilous, but there is one
Mhm.
ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself. I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with
I think I have miasmites.
but
You
we're
can...
always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tell is, Maya's my...
Yes, sir.
I had only one.
Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you will have to...
We have to wait until night to acquire those. It only appears during the night when the ghosts spawn.
My sickle's getting to be blunt as a hammer.
Would be nice.
Not nice hustle and bustle this. Have a look. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Interested in my wares? Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
We're searching for our daughter. If you have seen a young woman matching her description, pray bring word to us at once. We're willing to offer a small reward for any information provided.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Time was, you scarce saw any beastrons. You'd think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so. See, a child born of both races always favours the beastron. At least I've ne'er beheld a human with a beastron parent. Oh, I suppose it might be possible, but 'tis unheard of if we keep mixing. Someday our kingdom will end up with more beastrons than they've got all in Batal.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Ah, now here's a surprise. A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Let's go a little bit further away from the farms. The ghosts usually spawn around roads. And there they are.
Would that such tranquility could last. Right you are. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard.
Wait, this mage doesn't use enhancement? Sucks. There's our miasmite. I just need one more.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each...
A forgotten rift. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Avoid flame at any cost. You have been doused in oil. Prepare yourself!
There's another.
Let me get that.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well. I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised. How are we to get through this door?
That's it. I've had enough.
I just have to figure out where she was. Is it her?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me?
Gladly.
As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
Off to market I go.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare.
There's definitely some
We've
kind
enough
of
to make a fresh batch
question
now,
here
thanks to
to
a
find
kind
the
donation.
proper medicine for the fella.
Psst. You there. Help me. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... something isn't right about this place.
What if they're not actually helping them but killing them? Maybe there's something sinister. Why she would need miasmite?
Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the gracious hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
Yeah, something is... I remember there were definitely more ill people here.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Might I beg but a moment of your time? I fear I've much to attend to.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely remember there were like morning folks here. Oh, there's another one maybe. Why it's locked?
Take it, man.
It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue. Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hands to aid us.
Maybe Magistrate can tell us if we give him the glasses that he needs, something about this guild.
Friend of Lubomir's. He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles. She gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below, which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see.
She's probably just help him then quickly die. And not suffer or something like that.
And yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. Oh, you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess,
He did that from his
they'll know to come and
bed?
arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
Aught about this reeks of a plot. Let us gather evidence that we might expose it.
Right you are. How might we enter the basement sick room? Well said.
Maybe there's some kind of maybe there's a way from the other side. Might be an entrance from the sewers here.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots. Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Oh, I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
It's a dead end. Maybe I have to wait until night to see if the nun is going there into that room.
I know. I know. It's a...
Ne'er in my wildest dreams could I have imagined 'twould be the magistrate you called here. Not that I'm complaining. Pray.
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen. Oh, just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith.
My greens are second to none.
I do hope not before.
How might we enter the basement sick room? Well said.
Well said indeed. How?
It is my duty to devote my life to prayer.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos.
A moment's prayer can do a... This is a place of prayer.
Rosalina has gone. She's not at the house.
My work's near done.
Maybe there's
This
a way
place
to
offers
tailor
a
her.
view of the sea.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
Death comes for me. Time to be heading.
I'd like a quiet life. Live to a ripe old age. Suppose you're all right.
My prayers will surely be rewarded.
Nothing's harder than living in honest.
Always a fresh going round here.
What about this place makes me nervous?
Isn't there anything to do? I don't know what to do.
I'd rather not start if I can avoid it. I'm nodding off where I stand.
What a nice surprise!
Never mind what they say. I'll hold my head high.
I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
Pity me.
Head will roll awful.
Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by.
Good news. Do tell.
What a racket.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life. Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Mayhap dreams will reveal to you the
Right, I'm gonna do some exploring next time. Next time I play, gonna leave those quests for a little bit later.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna continue to the west of here. Potentially explore west, northwest, this area. And a bit of this one.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vision go to waste.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
It's hard, Arisen. Where open flame?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Well fought, Arisen. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
No matter.
Of course, it's always the thing to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
How do you get up there?
Why? But the words basement sick room set my hair on end. Shall we investigate?
Well said. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see? The Arisen has been launched!
Another cave.
You'll not live to regret this.
Who is that?
The Arisen's soaked to the bone.
Another cave entrance.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. This Oxguard was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result. The work of goblins, maybe. We ought to proceed with caution.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Oh, it was but a trick of the light.
Feast your eyes on this!
Right, I'm gonna save here. Can you continue tomorrow?